Hello everybody, my name is Noodlepot and welcome to Starlight City. Now this place took a long time to make, about 65, 70 total hours, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. So heading through the first gate here, we come across a little checkpoint area overlooked by two guards, and this is basically where you get searched for contraband, so chems, explosives, stuff like that. They get taken off you and put into these lockers here so you can grab them on your way out because we're not affiliated with any faction. If you're coming in here with the caravan, you get directed through this gate here where your Brahmin caravan also gets searched by guards for more contraband. Ignore the clipping, I don't care about it. If you don't have a caravan or anything like that though, you're just on your own or you have a group of just people, you go through this door and queue up at this table here where there should be a guard, but there's not. And this is where you fill out your paperwork to say whether you're here to sell things to the general store, here looking for work or a place to live, or just to visit. You know, you get your file taken and whatever else. With all that, with all the protective measures gone through so far, and you've been approved for entry to the settlement, this is the fourth and final gate that you're gonna come across, allowing you access to Starlight City. The first building you see as you enter the town is the general goods shop. It's the main shop of the settlement, and as well as our, apart from, I can't fucking talk today, sorry. As well as the bar and water treatment plant, this is the main source of income for this settlement. So you know, you come in here, there's miscellaneous shit all over the shelves, a few, like, low caliber ammo, a few small bits of medical stuff, and then a load of miscellaneous stuff. As well as some storage in the back for restocking, a little desk for keeping track of stock and whatever else, and a safe for keeping things safe. Across the street from the general shop is the pub, or bar, depending on whichever one you say. There's not a lot going on in here. I'm not the best at decorating decently large floor plans, but I'm here to practice that, you know. But yeah, it's a bar, you know. It has chairs and tables with drink and stuff on them as a pool table, and then stools at the long bar. I like it. It's simple. It's cozy. I like it. In right here next to the bar is the guard barracks. It's done up simple. It's done up simple enough, you know. Six beds, 6 little personal storage boxes for each individual guard. So you know, pictures of loved ones or drugs. Yes, drugs are good. Disclaimer: Noodlepot does not condone the use of illegal substances. Heading back down the main street here, we come across 2 more buildings: the gun shop and the the gun store and the water plant. Even I really can't talk today. I'm sorry. Going into the gun store first, we have everything locked behind this heavy-duty fence. The gun shop operates at a 1 person at a time operation, and at the entrance here there's a little waiting area, a few gun magazines. But behind the fence you can see all weapons, ammo, little work area for the guy who works here, or girl, can't assume these days, and some storage. And across over here is the water treatment plant. There's you know, barrels, crates filled with varying levels of water. Obviously the barrels hold the most, and then different sized bottles of water in the crates, containing, well, I already said it, it's water. Once we get the water out of these pumps, though, before it goes into the barrels and crates, once we get the water out of these pumps, we run tests on them here and here. I have no idea what I'm talking about, by the way. I'm pulling all this out my ass as we go along. Leaving the water purification shack and continuing on down the main road, which finishes here actually. We come into the greenhouse, but it's more so in case of emergency. As you can see, it's not really a big enough space to feed the whole town. We get most of our food brought over here from Abernathy Farms. That's a short, like 5-10 minute in-game, so like a couple hours in-game walk from here. So that's where we get it. So it's just, oh, for fuck's sake, I brought out the gun again. That's where we get most of our food, from Abernathy Farms. This is just in case of emergencies, as well as some storage, more storage. Some of it goes to the general store. That's just life. In here, next to the greenhouse, past all this clutter, is a small little doctor's office. There's a couple of gurneys in here just in case of fuck off. There's a couple of gurneys in here just in case of emergencies. For example, let's say we get an attack on the settlement and a guard gets his kneecap shot out or something. This is where they come lie down and get treated for it. The little countertop here is obviously for the doctor themselves. You're able to, pardon me, sorry. Ooh, ew. Yeah, this is where you're able to get medical equipment or get seen to for illness or radiation, like she was trying to get me to fucking do a minute ago, even though I'm doing a tour, you crazy bitch. Okay, I got a little bit too ahead of myself here. Down, out and around past this little truck where somebody's living really poorly is, ironically enough, a sort of middle-class shared housing area. So we head through the gate, and in the boxcar, we'll check out the boxcar first, yeah. So in the boxcar, there's enough beds and personal storage for 3 people, as well as some other furniture and what have you. And in the bus, it's a very similar setup, but for only 2 people. Oi! How dare you! Tucked in next to the little housing area is the communal bathrooms. Coming inside, there's a few toilets, a little bath. It's a bathroom, what you expect? Underneath the bridges of scaffolding and what have you, is another housing space right here. This one's kind of like a mix of middle and lower class. As you can see, the 2 lower levels, they're sort of nice. They're cozy little 1-cell apartment things. You got your bed, little chair, and then the other one is the same, just a bed, chairs, and a dresser. I did not realize that clipped. Whoops. It's too late now. Upstairs isn't that great. This is quite obviously free to stay at. It's where like refugees or other out of their luck, or other down on their luck even, that's the way the saying goes, other unlucky people have to sleep. Making our way back downstairs and outside of this building, there's 2 more buildings, a big one and a really small one. In the small building, it's a little chem shop. It's not super fancy, considering, you know, it's a shop for drugs. But also the owner lives in behind here and rolls this obviously takes the stuff off the cart and rolls it in front of the door when they're going to sleep. So, open in the day, closed during the night. it works for him. Like, it's still lower class living, but at least they're not over there. And across the way here is the communal eating hall, where people who can't afford to sit and eat nice food at the bar come and they get to eat. They eat. I can't fucking talk today. Yeah, they get to come in and eat and drink some water for free. It won't have the same. It won't have any It won't have very good quality compared to the pub, but it's free, so beggars can't be choosers. There's even a little bar down here, and even though I said that this place was free food and water, that's all this place is. You have to buy all the beer and spirits and whatever. It will be cheaper than the pub, but it won't be as good quality, so cheap equals worse, apparently. Homebrew beers, spirits, like stuff like that, I would assume. Upstairs in here is the main kitchen area, where the chefs obviously cook and sort out the food. Oh, I didn't mean to, I fell back down the stairs. But yeah, this is the main kitchen area. There's, if it wasn't obvious, there's food and stuff everywhere. If it wasn't obvious that this place was like a really dingy and sad and depressing place, have a look at this fridge door. Like, it's open. All the food in there is going to, if it's not already gone off, then it's going to go bad. Upstairs, yet again, there's not much. There's a turret overlooking the stairs in case you're not authorized for access. There's a couple of meat hooks hanging some questionable cuts. Some storage for both here and the pub across the way. And a little terminal on a desk. Designed, well, not designed, it's here to keep track of the stock that's going on here, what's being eaten and prepared here, whatever else. Not much going on the very top level, just because it's mainly storage. You'd see that in real life. And then over here there's a hotel, which is a very similar setup to that place, except it's rented and it's, in my opinion, nicer. So you come in, you get checked out. This guy's supposed to be in here. I suppose he just slept over there for some reason, and then his nav meshing got stuck there. I don't know, because this chair doubles as a guard tower. I know, magic. But yeah, you come in, check out for a cheap room, which is just a bed and a chair. There's nothing in here. Or one of the slightly more expensive rooms, which isn't amazing, but it's a pretty big room all to yourself. And then upstairs is the same, basically. You rent this room and you get a pretty nice room with originally a nice view, and then the pub kind of like got built around, like right in front of it without me realizing. That's my own fault. But then as we come back out of this place, I didn't mean to jump down the way I did. But yeah, as we come back down from there, we head around back to the main gate. That's not all. There's upstairs as well. I know, shocker, huh? I suppose we'll go up the first set of stairs you see as you come into the place, which leads up to little RV and like a little decking area for the shopkeeper who works down there. Obviously, it's on top of the shop. This is where the shopkeeper lives. They have like this entire place to themselves, and that's a pretty nice place to live in the apocalypse. I wouldn't mind, even if my view was barbed wire. I wouldn't care, because like, you're safe and you're alone. And heading through the first boxcar bridge and taking this turn to the right over here, we come across the little radio station. Now, I don't know a lot about radios, so I just sort of winged it, put the antenna up the top, and some consoles and a microphone in here. The person sleeps in here as well. I just kind of placed it wherever I thought it would work, okay? So coming back out and around, we come a little? I mean, if you say so. Ignore that, ignore me. But yeah, as we come out here, there's just a tiny little area of random stuff. And up here is where we get to the generators, some diagnostics and a ladder to get up and fiddle around with the wiring up there. The one over there is the exact same, you get it in through there, which we're gonna go through that bridge now in a second. Heading through the next bridge and going all the way through to the other side, we come back full circle to this area. So rather than having to walk all the way around from the gate, you can just head up the stairs and straight through. And back down, taking another right, we go through down here, and this leads to, as you can see, the bathrooms and the other housing areas. Now, like I said at the start of the video, this took a long time. I spent a lot of time and a lot of effort getting everything in this town right the perfect way I want it. And I would really, really appreciate any and all feedback you could give towards making this place better, what went well, what could be done better. I'm personally really proud of how it turned out, and I hope you guys liked it as well. Anyway, this has been Starlight City by Noodlepot. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Actually, just before we go, I'll give you a very, very quick commentary-less nighttime tour.